welcome viewers to yet another epic installment of the Hot Seat, partnered by Gemcon Consultancy, your solutions to town planning and construction, sponsored by MNL. And my name is Thomas Mangwiro, your host. Today we are talking again about the Harare Volleyball Association elections, which are due on the 13th of April at Mukushi Training Academy. And today I am joined by a special guest who is vying for one of the posts, that is Vice Chairperson Marketing, and that is Israel Bandawa. Welcome to the show, Israel.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you are gunning for one of the posts, which is the Vice Chairperson Marketing. You have been in the committee before as the second Vice Chairperson. It looks like an unfinished business. What is the business this time around?
Well, first and foremost, I would like to thank you for hosting me. And as you have alluded, I was, yes, the second Vice Chairperson, the term 2016 to 2020. It was a nice term of office that I had, but definitely looking at my predecessors, the ones which took over from us, they actually did justice to what we started, because when we get into the office, I think you could know that we had no constitution, and we had actually taken over from an interim committee. After the committee that was there had been dissolved by the motherboard VA. So basically when the interim committee handed over the hands to us as the new committee, we had a lot to take on board. Yes, the time frame was short because somehow there was more shambolic things that happened before us when we got into the office. But we tried our best because we managed to ensure that the provinces, we have a constitution, which was part and parcel of my mandate as the second Vice Chairperson technical, because we had to actually engage a lot of stakeholders to actually help us to draft the constitution, and also to make it passed by the board, and also to have to go through the motherboard ZVA so that they can actually acknowledge our constitution. So now, as I've seen the committee that we are actually trying to take over from, that if I win, it has done a lot of justice as far as capacity building, in terms of having a lot of people to take part in the association. When there's refereeing or coaching courses, I think they've actually done justice. So I'm a party now vying for the first Vice Chairperson. I've seen that maybe we are lagging behind as far as marketing is concerned, as far as competition is concerned. So this is why basically now I'm trying to see if we can move the milestone as far as marketing our brand in Harare is concerned. Some of those things that actually get into me, so that maybe we can actually find a way out on how we can try to market our brand. Where are we lacking? How do we need to improve? So this is my goal as a person who wants to come in as first Vice Chairperson for the Harare.
Yeah, looking at the previous executive committee, your position, the one you are running for, went for a long time with someone who was largely absent. That is Mr. Chikwaviro. He had a lot of commitments outside the country until such a time the executive co-opted or elevated Norest Matambanazo to run the office. So we can say that office had no one for a long time, especially after a new constitution. So that is a lot of work. What are you promising the electorate you are going to do if you are voted into office?
Yeah, as you said that Mr. Chikwaviro was quite committed. He was a busy man, yes, and he left a void as far as the committee was concerned. And as a part of us trying to manage what was left void, I think you can see the department of first Vice Chairperson. It's actually a very demanding department.
Yes. We
don't necessarily need someone maybe who might not be on ground physically, because that's where volleyball is played. Because you need to market volleyball for sponsors to see that you are going somewhere. They need to see the brand. Brand visibility is something that maybe was lacking as far as the Harare volleyball is concerned. Not because the guys that were in the office were actually failing to market the brand, but somehow you might feel like maybe they were let down by the executive members that were actually elected and having commitment somewhere else. But it's something that maybe I myself would want to promise the electorate out there, that we actually want to market this volleyball. And marketing volleyball, it's something that other sporting discipline, I think you can see major sporting facilities, sporting clubs or whatever that's happening, cricket, their brand visibility is actually there out there to be seen by everyone. But as far as volleyball, you can ask maybe even a small kid. I was once asked by this mentor of mine, I think you all know Dr. Chitako.
Yes.
That do you, by any chance, try to ask a school kid what do you know about volleyball? And there was some way I see that you can't even answer which is outright when you say what do you know about volleyball. But you can ask a grade 1 kid about cricket.
Yes.
He or she can tell you anything about cricket, even to tell you the types of cricket that are played. But if you ask a school kid, a grade 1, do you know volleyball? You actually try to say, we are still playing the rover system, what. So that's where we are lacking. So I, as myself, as Israel, I think we need to go deep down to brand our sport, so that even a school kid, a grade 1, even not someone in ECD, who can be having the key to say, I want to play this sport. So that is something that I as an Israel, trying to come in as the first vice chairperson, would want to achieve as far as we come into this office, so that we brand that sport out there.
So with all that knowledge, should the electorate or the volleyball fraternity at large be excited that finally someone with knowledge to our problems is coming with a solution?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can say people should actually be excited, because we all want the best for our sport. Even if I'm here, I can say I cannot do that alone, but we can also want some people to back us, even us as the executive which is coming into the office. We all want people to come in and help us to brand our sport. We know when we come to marketing, it also has to do with the competition itself, which is also one of the platforms that I, as the first vice chairperson, which will be elected into the office, would want to achieve. Our competitions, if you look, we are actually glued on the leagues, we are actually glued on the tournaments, which are actually only centered on clubs. But my vision is like, I would want to have tournaments that are not centrally based on the clubs, tournaments that are actually coming from schools, tournaments that are actually coming from districts. We have so many districts in our province, but as far as we are concerned, those districts are not utilized, because you can't go to Epworth district and talk to them about volleyball, and they won't know what are you talking about. At least you need to go out there and tell them that we have a tournament here. We want to host a tournament in your district, which is about volleyball and which is about going out there and reaching out to everyone so that they will know about volleyball.
Time is of jealousy, and your last words in a very few words.
In my last words is, I would want to promise to everyone in Harare province and everyone who was going to vote for me that I won't let you down. This is going to be an exciting term of office. I know it's a very daunting task, but trust with me and make sure that I win the elections and you see the results.
Well, viewers, that was Israel Bandawa, your man who is vying for the first vice chairmanship of the Harare Volleyball Association, talking to us and laying out his vision. Thank you, Israel, for having time with us.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mangwiru.
Stay tuned for the second segment. I'm your man, your host, Thomas Mangwiru. Welcome again to the second segment of the Hot Seat, powered by MNL Next Generation Sports, partnered by Gemcon Consultancy, your solutions to town planning and construction. I was joined by Israel Bandawa, one of the candidates for the Harare Volleyball Association chairman post, vice chairman post rather, and now I'm joined by the vice chairperson technical designate, that is Vengai Nyaude, popularly known as Obama. Tinokuchungamidza mukoma Obama kuchirongwa che Hot Seat. Takatarisa sarudzo dzeHarare Volleyball Association, manominations akaitwa aya anoratidza kuti imimi makasarudzwa kuve second vice chairperson weHarare Volleyball Association pasina akanga achikukwikwidzai. Takuchitarisa urongwa hwekumberi sekuti tikada kuti tichitarisa kuti imimi makarongera vanovhota zvipi hazvichakwanisika nguva inoyi, asi tiri kuti basa ramatarisana naro kumberi nderipi?
Basa randatarisana naro nderekuti paise panoitika competition tisava nenguva yekuti magames kana haanze akakutanga mareferees avo. Basa ratakatarisana naro nderekuti kana kwakanzi pane challenge yandaiona yaitika panguva yandanga ndiri coach kuti magames aakuda kutambwa kwaita tournament kumaschools. Mareferees edu anoprefer kuenda kunoridza magames ekumaschools. League yatinoti iyo ndiyo competition hombe inosara isina kana refa. Tozoona maplayers, macoach, nevamwewo vanenge vakuzongotsvaga kuti league yedu iridzwe titambe magames. So toda kuva nestructure yekuti kana magames edu akutanga nyangwe maschools akatambwa mareferees edu anenge aripo, tinenge tine zvinhu zvinenge zvakatigaida kuti maofficials edu asati tize achienda kune maschools tournament. Chinhu chakandipusha ichocho kuti nditi kuHarare rega nditore position inocontrola maofficials, inocontrola macoaches, inocontrola maplayers, kuitira kuti vanouya kunozoona mutambo wedu vasaone kunge isusu tisina kurongeka, because ndo pazvinotangira ipapo.
Mataura nyaya yakakosha zvikuru yekuti kazhinji panoita kukwidzana kwemacompetitions, kuti maschools tournaments kune rimwe divi, then league tournament kune rimwe divi, zvichizopedzisira zvaita kuti mareferees atinoti ndio matop referees vanopedzisira vaenda kuzvikoro kuda nenyaya yekuti kunenge kuchibhadhara zvakanyanya kudarika kuleague. Nderipi danho ramuchatora? Tichaona here gwaro remutemo richange richikomekedza varidzi venyere yemutambo wevolleyball kuti vange vachikoshesa mapremier tournaments kudarika zvikoro, kana kuti tichazoona vanhu vachange vachinzi vane level iyi vachange vachiridza pamacompetitions akadai, vane level iyi vacharidza pakadai? Ndezvipi matanho amuchatora kugadzirisa nyaya iyo?
Matanho andichatora ini semunhu anenge achicontrola maofficials edu muno muHarare ndeyekuti ndichazama kuti ndibate manash head in charge Harare province, ndichazama kuti ndibate ATS schools, ndichazama kubata mauniversities, and then tova nechisungano chekuti as long ivo vari kuda kukompita muno muHarare vanofanirwa kuteedzera mutemo inenge irimo muno muHarare province. Saka hakuna tournament ichaitwa kumaschools ikoko yatisingazive isusu, because kupera kwezuva competition yavanotamba angave manash competitions achaenda kunomirira Harare province, angave ari macompetitions ema-ATS schools, as long chikoro chako chiri muno muHarare. zviri kuratidza kuti unofanirwa kuteedzera zvinhu zvinoitwa muHarare province. Saka maofficials ese achange achienda kunoofficiata ikoko anofanirwa kunge achiteedzera mitemo inenge yakagadzirwa neHarare province. Hakuna ref anoenda kunoridza kumagames maschools iyawo asina kudarika nemaoko angu akaenda kunozoiridza magames ikoko, zvikureva kuti amupanduki akuita zvinhu zvisiri neHarare province mukati.
Ndakamboshanya rimwe gore paitambwa mhando yevolleyball yemujecha. Ndikaona maplayers anga apedza kutamba ndo vanga vakuridzira vamwe. Muri kutarisira kuita sei especially panyaya dzevanoridza pito pachikamu chebeach volleyball?
Yeah, beach volleyball esport yakazofomwa six-a-side yavepo. Saka kuti titange kumobilize vanhu kuti vauye kunoridza magames kubeach volleyball painge pachitora nguva kuti zvibude tiwane vanhu vakadaro. But takaona zvakangonaka kuti player inotamba beach volleyball kuti ikwanise futi kuziva mutemo, because mutemo webeach volleyball newe six-a-side wakasiyana. Saka zvanga zvikarongeka kwatiri futi kuti player igare yaziva mutemo, sezvo yanga iri sport yange ichifomwa isiri kuzikanwa. Vashoma ivavo vauya, because pese patinoita tournament yebeach volleyball panga pasingaite vanhu vakawanda kana kuzara, zvokuti tinowana vanhu vari neinterest nesport. Saka vauya iye asvika player iyoyo taingoibata yotanga kutibatsira futi pakuridza ichitamba futi zvakare. Even muno muAfrica macompetitions edu muno muAfrica tichitanga yanga asina maplayers aitoridza futi, because zvanga zvisina nguva yakanyanya tabva kufoma volleyball, beach volleyball. Saka taitanga kutodzidzisa iyo maplayers acho kuridza kuti vazive mutemo.
Tinokutendai Mr. Vengai Nyaude nekuve nesu pachirongwa chino cheMNL. Mashoko yenyu ekupedzisira amunga promisa electorate yeHarare volleyball ndeapi?
Mashoko angu andingataure kune vanhu vevolleyball nemamembers eHarare province achaenda kunovhota ndeyekuti kana tasvika muballot takunovhota ngativhotei tichitarisa upenyu nekwatira kuenda kuti volleyball yedu iende kumberi. Ngatisatarisei kuti munhu akambonditengera doro, ngatisatarisei kuti munhu, ngatitarisei future yedu, because inini ndakamira ndine chishuwiro chekuti volleyball yedu kana tichiti indoor ngaitambirwe indoor. Saka committee ichasarudzwa ndiri kutarisira kuti ichabatana nepfungwa dzangu kuti tinge tichipusha volleyball yedu iende kunotambira kuCity Sports Center, itambirwe kwaKwete Complex. Magrounds akagadzirwa iyawo 1995 all Africa Games patakahosta, ngatimashandisei, ngatipushei tiende kunobhadhara mari dzinodiwa kana kungo kulocal government, kungo kucouncil, kuti tikwanise kutambira volleyball yedu kuCity Sports Center. Vanhu voenjoya vakagara kumaterrace tichitamba, towana experience yekuti patinozoenda kuindoor yekumazone 6 tisafese maproblems.
Well, viewers, you've heard it for yourself. Obama, tinoziva Obama the coach. Now takuda kuona Obama the vice chairperson. Tichakuona zvakare here mukoti o maakungotarisa zvekutungamira volleyball.
Okay. Kuti ndizokwanisa ku-accept nomination ye-HVA VVC, ndanga ndaisa pepa re-resignation, re-retirement kubasa. Ndakaseva 20 years mu-organization yandanga ndiri. So ndakuenda kupension. So ma-registrations ese akaitwa ku-HVA ne-ZVA National League and just part of the Black Rhinos, the technical.
Okay.
And concentrator ne business rangu ne kungobatsira volleyball family kuti tiende mberi.
Congratulations for 20 years of great service to our nation.
Yes.
And also congratulations for being the vice chairperson Harare Volleyball Association. Tinotenda inokuyemezo so Harare.
Tinotenda.
Thank you. That was Vengai Nyaude, the vice chairperson technical designate for Harare Volleyball Association, who was here with us today talking about his vision for Harare Volleyball. This was the second segment, and we are going away for a few minutes and meet you in the third segment. Well, viewers, welcome back to the final and third segment of this episode of the Hot Seat, powered by MNL and partnered by Gemcon Consultancy, your solutions to town planning and constructions. In this episode, we're talking to Vengai Nyaude and Israel Bandawa, candidates for the Harare Volleyball Association Executive. And also, in the last segment, I talked to the candidates for the chairmanship position, that is Chris Chivinge and Shadrach Chinembiri. The nominations for the Harare Volleyball Association are like this. For the chairperson position, we have Chris Chivinge and Shadrach Chinembiri. First vice chairperson position, we have Israel Bandawa and Donald Chademana. And in the vice technical position, we have got Nyaude Vengai, who will be elected unopposed. And in the treasury position, there were no nominations. And in the committee positions, we had only one nomination, that is Peter Gawe, and there was no nomination for the other. And for the gender post, there was no nomination. And for the secretary general positions, there are two nominations, that is Erasmus Mpukuta and Stephen Jarakupa, who were all not available as we went to the production of this episode. So the Harare Volleyball Association executive elections will happen on 13th April 2024 at Mukushi Training Depot. It is one of the agendas of the Congress of the HVA, and also there will be the Constitution amendment during that Congress. And as you heard, your people who are gunning for the elections, well, the electorate, it is now up to you to choose who is going to lead you into the next 4 years. And it was great pleasure having you in this episode. Your host, Thomas Mangwiro. I am out.